Nigeria Super Falcons finished their WAFCON campaign, the group stage campaign, with a 0-0 draw against Algeria. So a draw in their last game. That means after three group games, Nigeria will finish top of the group. Three games they have played, won two and drawn one. They didn't lose any game, didn't concede any goal. So it was an almost perfect group stage result for Nigeria, only for the draw, which isn't that bad since they finished top of the group also. But I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned from this group stage campaign for Nigeria. First of it will be the importance of always starting a game right. Always important to start a game right. And I think I said this in the very first game they played against Tunisia, that very early goal, which was scored by Asisa Toshora, was probably what gave Nigeria a good base or a good foundation to go on and win that game by 3-0. Because if that early goal hadn't happened, it could have been a difficult game for Nigeria. And I think we've seen that manifest in the other two games. The second good game against Botswana, there was no early goal that came, so Nigeria had to struggle until the last minute of the game, and then they got that one goal from Chimedu Hezio to win the game. Then the third game, no early goal came, so they had to struggle. This time, no late goal came, so it was a draw against, that is, Algeria in the third group game. So I think it's a big lesson to learn for them to learn that you need to really intensify your intent to win the game. You need to bring in a lot of intensity right from the start of when the game goes, because I mean, all the teams on the continent do know Nigeria the favorite when they play against them. So you want the game to go as fast as possible without them not scoring, get them frustrated, because once the game is getting to the conclusive bit and then Nigeria hasn't scored, the players ultimately will get a lot more frustrated. We've seen a few of it manifests on and off the pitch for Nigeria. So I think it's an important bit they'll have to tackle the very early minutes of the game to get those early goals and allow the players to settle and play the kind of football they can play. But let's talk about the group two. In the other game in this group, there was Botswana, who played against Tunisia. And if you haven't watched at least highlights of that game, you should watch that highlight. The kind of saves Botswana's goalkeeper Bosija made in that game. I mean, that goalkeeper wows me. He wows me at every single time I watch him. And I saw her make a save from a free kick. I was like, whoa, is this a women's goalkeeper? It was a wonderful save from her. And Botswana ultimately won that game by 2-1. For me, I think she's my goalkeeper of the tournament so far, despite her conceding in every single game. If you even see the goal she conceded, I'm not sure any goalkeeper in this tournament can save those balls. And the kind of saves she has made, not every goalkeeper in this tournament can make it. So I think for me, she's been my goalkeeper of the tournament so far. But Botswana won that game by 2-1, and that puts them in third place. So that result means that Senegal have qualified to the next round of the WAFCON. They are through to the quarterfinal. That's Senegal. But for Botswana, they will have to wait for Group C. Yes, there's a game tomorrow between Ghana and Tanzania. Whoever wins that game will qualify. But if it ends in a draw, then Botswana will make it to, that is, the quarterfinal stage. So they'll have to wait, fingers crossed, for the Botswana team to see whether they qualify or not. But let's talk about Nigeria again, and then this group. And Nigeria through to the quarterfinal where they play against Zambia. And in tournament situations, there is this one ideal situation to note, that once you cross the group stage and you get to the knockout stages, whatever that happened in the group stage does not matter anymore. So whether Nigeria has gone 3 games without conceding, it does not matter anymore. Whether they have gone 3 games without losing, it doesn't matter anymore. Whether Zambia has gone 3 games without losing a game, it doesn't matter anymore. Whether Zambia has scored in every single game they have played in this WAFCON, it doesn't matter anymore, because once you get to the knockout stages, it's a stage where you cannot make an error. You make an error, you can't come back. So it's going to be tough. I'm going to give you a full preview of this game at a later time. But then my early thoughts on it is that it's going to be a tough. It's going to be a cracker, because we'll be seeing some of the best players on the continent play. Rachel Kondinazi, who has had a superb WAFCON. I think I have overly expressed my admiration for Barbara Banda by not really talking a lot about Rachel Kondinazi, because she has had a superb WAFCON. Her link up and combination with Banda has been excellent. And Banda itself will be available for Zambia in that game against Nigeria. Nigeria's defense has not really been tested. They haven't faced an opponent that has given them that test yet. So we don't really know how well they'll fare especially when they face against the strong attack of Zambia. And Nigeria themselves have a very powerful all-round team. So it's going to be a cracker. You have to wait for my preview of this game because it's going to be a cracker. And it's quite unfortunate we had to see this game happen so early in the quarterfinal because I think the last time it happened in the third place game, the third place game where Zambia won by 1-0. So maybe time for repeats or revenge. Who knows? But from what we've seen so far from Nigeria in the group stage, could you also say that the team lacks the ability to kill off games? Because in this game against Algeria, I think they had about almost 20 plus shots. If not up to 20, then it's close to 20 shots in this game and they didn't score. They had a lot of attempts against Tunisia. I think they created 8 big chances. That means they should have scored maybe 5 or 6 goals, but they scored only 3. So couldn't it also be a point where Nigeria are being a bit wasteful? Who knows? There is a lot to talk about in this group, but so far for now, well, Nigeria have qualified to the next stage. It's time to celebrate and then work towards the quarterfinal stage because they've made it to the quarterfinal as group winners. And then Algeria, second place in the group, also made it for the first time in their history. When I was even predicting this group, I didn't put them to qualify because Algeria had been at previous WAFCON tournament. They had never made it beyond the group stage. And in this group where I thought they were facing potentially strong opponents, they've shocked everyone and they are unbeaten and have made it to the quarterfinal for the first time in their history. So congratulations to them also for this historic feat. And then we'll be seeing them play the second place team in that is Group C, which could be any of the teams in Group C. It could be South Africa, could be Mali, could be Ghana, could be Tanzania. But for now, it's most likely looking like it will be Mali. But then we don't know yet because the game between South Africa and Mali and then Tanzania and Ghana will decide everything. But for now, Algeria are through, Nigeria are through, then Botswana will have to wait for their Group C game. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section about how this whole turnout has been in Group C.